Gary P Nunn is in the studio with our good friend Don Holland. For Life. Is this your last album?
It is. It's a compilation of, well, I say compilations, they're all new tracks. Right. It's a duet of a lot of the songs I've done in the past, some of those popular things I've done. And I got some of the top musicians in the state of Texas to join me.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to play one. Now, my favorite song is number one of yours of all time, but you're doing it with Kevin Fowler on this album.
Got Kevin to sing this one.
And if Don listens, Don knows because I played the heck out of this song right here. But you've got Road Trip on here. That's one of Don's favorite right there with Corey Morrow.
And I don't know why you don't get Two Step Away. That's my favorite.
It's not on here, Don.
No, it's not out there, but you need to get it. Come on, you got money.
Gary P was going to lend me some. Okay.
Yeah,
So Gary P, Nunn, we're going to play some of these songs off this album as we go through here the next little bit. You're playing in Abilene tonight, right?
Yes. Is it Cadillacs and what is it?
Guitars and Cadillacs.
Cadillacs and
Guitars and Cadillacs. Thank Dwight Yoakam.
Well, you can tell I'm really prepared. But yes, Wednesday night show at Guitars and Cadillacs, and looking forward to that because, good old dance show, which is what I like to do.
Yes, sir. Guitars and Cadillacs is a perfect place for that. I guarantee you're going to draw in a big crowd tonight, so be ready for that. Is it you got the band with you? Or?
Oh yeah, got the whole band.
And where are they at now?
Really, well, they're probably on the road. I don't know if I'm ahead of them or behind them.
I thought maybe they were out at Don's place having a barbecue or something.
That could happen. It's happened in the past. Don's been a good friend for many years. So.
Oh, there's never and Don does my show a lot through various things, and he always mentions you every time he comes in. All right, he talks about
a good friend. I appreciate it.
Gary P. Of course, you were in Brownwood not too many years ago, doing a little show for our young folks out here.
Right, it's for a boys' home or a
Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, I think we did that a couple times there.
Right.
I still have fond memories of those evenings in that brown building. It's not far from here, is it?
It's right down the street.
Yeah.
About 2 blocks down, as a matter of fact. So Gary P. Nunn, again, you've been doing this, as we said, a long time. You were a legend in Texas music before it was really known as Texas music. I mean, you guys like you and Billy Joe Shaver and some of those guys.
Well, Michael Murphy, Jerry Jeff Walker.
Yeah, Jerry Jeff, maybe Rusty Weir and some of those.
Then Willie came to town, and it all blew up because he came in from Nashville, and he brought his hit records with him and his reputation and everything. So really helped us put Austin on the map, and it's just been growing like a wildfire ever since.
All right, can I ask how long you've been doing this music thing? Because I know, and I kind of told this morning, so you've been doing music for how long now?
Well, I started in the 8th grade in Brownfield, Texas.
Brownfield? Where you graduated?
That was 1960, so it'll be 60 years coming up 2020.
Yeah, I said close to 60 earlier this morning. You graduated from Brownfield. I think, if I'm right, Don showed me a yearbook of your senior year, the most likely to succeed.
Oh, is that right?
I think so.
He was a baseball player, too.
Yeah.
He was a baseball player.
Absolutely. So are you still a baseball fan? And
absolutely. I'm a big
Rangers
baseball
or
fan.
Astros?
Rangers. I follow them both. They're from Texas. I'm for them.
Okay, there you go.
Flip a coin when they play each other.
Well, they are playing each other this weekend, as a matter of fact. Absolutely. Again, so many things. As you said, you've been doing this thing for nearly 60 years. I just want to read a couple of things that people may not be aware of. Proclamation from the House, Senate, and Governor 2 weeks ago. First time that all three did such a thing for a person, and that was for you, Gary P. Nunn. How about that?
I tell you what, that's really something. I'm so proud and honored of the whole situation. It's really thrilling to, I just do what I do. And most of it's Texas songs and promoting Texas and Texas music. So it's a real thrill and honor to be honored by the legislature and the governor. So they had a whole day for Gary P. Nunn down there practically.
Yeah, it goes beyond Texas, though. You got an honor in Memphis, Tennessee. Tell me what that was about.
Well, first of all, we got invited to play the Grand Ole Opry. During that, and they revealed that news to me during that ceremony, and also the last thing I needed, first thing this morning, of course, Willie Nelson had a big hit, and Chris Stapleton it's got it out now, and it's doing very well. It had surpassed the 1 million play mark, and that's kind of the milestone platinum record version in the songwriting and publishing business. So I'm real proud of that. I really am.
Well, you mentioned the Grand Ole Opry. That is going to be August 3rd. Will that be your first time on the Grand Ole Opry stage?
It is.
Nate, do you know who's playing also that evening?
I don't believe, we looked at the website yesterday, and no other artists had been announced as of yet. But
Wow.
But
What a thrill.
I'm really thrilled about that. I did a song many years ago called "Standing on a Piece of the Ryman."
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to having the opportunity to sing that song. And if the audience isn't breaking down in tears, I will be.
Oh, man. Does Bill Anderson still introduce all the singers up there, I believe?
No.
Bill? No, I thought he was still doing the opera
Well,
every...
he does occasionally, but not every week.
Not every week. Okay,
Right.
Bill's like 80 now, or 81, but he's
That's
still
not so
very...
bad.
Oh, I know it's not. I know it's not, Don. I'm just saying he probably needs to slow down a little bit, but he's still out there. So that'll be a thrill. Grand Ole Opry, August 3rd. Man, that's awesome.
It really is. I'm so excited about that. Just here recently, so many great things have happened for me. I'm just kind of floating on a cloud and pinching myself every once in a while to say, is this you? Is this happening to you? Because it's just been work, and it's been fun, but it's just been work and diligence. And of course, when you do something you love, it's not work so much.
All right, let's do a little music right here. You brought us the new album, Friends for Life, Gary P. Nunn. As I mentioned, one of my favorite songs is number 1 right there. The song is...
Kevin Fowler, What I Like About Texas.
And we've got it right now from 101.3 KOXE. Gary P. Nunn and Kevin Fowler. Have you ever worked with Kevin, though, in the past?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I can remember back in the early days when he had just come up with that beer bait and ammo song.
Oh, man.
And, of course, he blew up after that.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Well, on this album, you've got Wade Bowen you work with, Corey Morrow, Cody Candida, Roger Krager, Dale Watson, one of Barry's favorites, Red Steagall, Friends for Life, and we're going to play one with Cody Johnson in a few minutes. And Sonny Sweeney, whom we love, Sonny Sweeney.
Yes.
She's been in that chair a couple of times right there. And Lyle Lovett and Robert Earl Keane, London Homesick Blues. Now, that's London, Texas, by the way, I believe, right?
Yeah. Well, Kimmy Rhodes is on there as well.
Kimmy Rhodes,
very
that's
talented.
right.
She did the last thing I needed and just did a wonderful job on it.
All right. Now, the album itself, I looked at the cover and I said, that looks like some of the works of the Dodds sisters from Brooksmith, and by golly, it is.
It is. We've used them. I believe this is the second time we've used them, but I've had them do T-shirts for me. It's when I first met them here in Brownwood at the back road. Is it
The old back roads.
I remember because the band was upstairs.
Right, exactly.
Oh, that was always kind of weird, being upstairs from the party. But that's where we met them, and I had her do a T-shirt for me because I saw a design that she had done for the back road, and I said, "Make me want to put my name on it."
Yeah.
And she did. It's always been one of my favorites. But of course, they have done tremendous things with their careers.
3 Grammys.
Can't beat that, can you?
Man, I'm telling you, for
That's
album
3 more than
covers.
I have.
Hey, hang in there, Gary P. You never know. All right. Hey, let's take a break. I want to talk about your autobiography that is out now and a couple of other things. And we're going to get another cut from the album, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Gary P. Nunn on his way to Abilene, stopping by live in the studio. Been doing the music thing nearly about 60 years now. And certainly glad to have him. Don Holland is here as well. We kind of set all of this up. Thank you, Don.
You're welcome.
Let's take a break. We'll come back with Gary P. and more music. Tell me about it. Yeah, and how folks can maybe get a copy of that.
Best way and the quickest way is just to go to GaryPNunn.com. It's we put them out of their office there, and that comes with a Gary P. Nunn autograph, and I'll personalize it if people will tell me what they want to write on there. I'm always happy to do that.
I would like you to autograph my copy right now, if you don't
I
mind,
will.
Gary P., because we're going to play another cut off of the album. This is with Cody Johnson. Tell me about this song right here.
Cody Johnson. Well, Cody, Cody's a cowboy kid, and from over in East Texas. He rode bulls and was raised on a farm and had a good country upbringing and got all those cowboy qualities about him. And so more than, you don't find many cowboy musicians. So we had this song, It's About to Get Western, which is cowboy song, and so John Burroughs, my man, who picked all the artists and picked all the songs, he picked this one for Kevin, and he did a great job with it.
All right, so here it is. It's all about Western with Cody Johnson,
It's about
right?
to get Western.
It's about to get. Oh, now that's some good stuff right there. It's about to get Western. There it is off the Gary P. Nunn album, Gary P. Friends for Life, along with Cody Johnson. Man, you had us all singing along with that in here, Gary P.
They turned out well, didn't it? First time I've heard it on the radio.
Hey, let's just play them all, and you can critique yourself here.
Yes.
Oh,
Let's
man.
do it. Let's do it.
No,
Let's pick another one.
This whole album is great. I mean, it's a road trip, as we said, with Corey Morrow. Guadalupe Days, I know you like that one, with Cody Canada. You mentioned The Last Thing I Needed, first thing this morning. That was a huge hit. Kenny Rogers sings with you on that, just on and on and on. And I highly recommend folks getting a copy of this Gary P. Nunn album. Is this your last album, Gary P.?
Oh, no.
Okay, good. I'm just double checking.
We've kind of announced that we're going to slow down and semi-retire at the end of 2020.
Yeah.
But one of the main reasons is so I can free me up, have some time to do more recording.
Okay,
I
good.
want to put together a studio and just spend all my time instead of driving up and down the road.
Right.
Just get up, have a cup of coffee, and go to work in the studio and be productive and creative. Because I've got lots of songs. Of course, I've published a lot of songs as well as written a lot, and so I figure if I don't get them recorded, then they'll probably languish in obscurity. You know.
Well, get them done. All right.
Get them done. Got to
Get it
get them done.
Yeah, I'm looking at the album right here. You've got some pretty good musicians playing on this thing. I mean, Bobby Flores is on the fiddle. You've got Tommy Dedamore on the steel guitar, one of our finest steel guitar players ever, I'm telling you.
Oh, I mean, he is producing records too, and a studio engineer. We do it in his studio, and he's just the best.
Floyd Domino on the piano. Just, man, it's a great album. It was recorded and, of course, designed by the Dodd sisters, Floresville, Texas.
Floresville, yeah.
Okay, is where the album was recorded at, or some of it, I guess.
Just down there in south and a little bit east of San Antonio.
So where do you call home these days?
Well, in Burnett County near Marble Falls.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Not just down the road, not too far.
It's not far at all. It's only a couple-hour drive to get over here.
Did you survive the floods then that we had?
Well, we're on high
ago?
ground there. You know, we had the foresight to not build in a floodplain.
Good. Boy, Marble Falls. I was just through Marble Falls not too long ago. That place is growing, man. I'm telling you.
Yes, it is.
All right, I got to ask you. Since I wonder if Randy is listening in there. All right, I've got it. Randy worked at Marble Falls for a while. We mentioned Marble Falls. Well, Gary P. Nunn lives just outside of Marble Falls. You know what I'm fixing to ask, don't you? Have you ever met Chuck Woolery, the game show host?
No,
Okay.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't go around socializing. I go to town, do my business, and go home.
But you never seen him in the produce section at HEB or anywhere there in Marble Falls, then, have you?
No, I haven't.
Randy and Star knew exactly where I was heading with that. Okay, thanks, Randy. All right. Man, so great stuff. You're, again, on the way to Abilene. It's Guitars and Cadillacs. You're playing there tonight. About what time are you hitting the stage?
I think about 9:30. I think something like that. We're going to do a 2-hour show, and
That's too late for me.
Got the whole band, and man, you guys are ready to go.
I got a great bunch of guys working with me now.
I'll say this though, I plan to be at Little Red Longhorn Saloon on Exchange Street in North Fort Worth Saturday night
Yes.
with the man.
This Saturday night?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That'll be a great time.
Yeah, I know it. We have a good time.
I bet you do.
Oh, he dragged my son Jeff up on the stage, and they have a good time. And,
Yeah.
oh, we're just family.
Make him do the perfect country and western song. Jeff
Every now
can
and
really
then he does
sing
pretty
well.
good.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if I ever told you this or not, Gary, but one night he did that with you, I think, at the White Elephant Saloon. And some guy came up to him afterwards and gave him a business card, and he was some kind of music guy, and he says, "Man, have you ever thought about doing this for a living?" And Jeff said, "No, I don't think so." He never called
But
it.
Jeff's got an incredible voice. I mean, he could, and he's a good-looking boy. So,
All right.
you know, it's you're 2/3 of the way home, you know, when you can actually sing and good looking.
You know what? Yeah, I could say a few things right here, but I'm just going to let it go, okay?
Where all them pretty boys come from?
Yeah,
Anyway.
and can they really
You
sing?
remember you used to say, if we
Man.
could get Jeff up on the stage, you'd say, every now and then we have to have a pretty boy in the band.
Okay. Yeah. Let me
By the
just.
way, old Dale Murphy wants to say hello to everybody.
All right,
Hey,
Dale
hello,
Murphy.
Dale, how you doing, partner?
Hey, you mentioned earlier that you went to Brownfield. Hi, the Brownfield Cubs, by the way.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
familiar with that area out there. Do you still have any family back in that area?
No, my family always moved away after I graduated from high school. They were school teaching people.
Okay.
So when I graduated, they moved back closer to Oklahoma, where they grew up.
Gotcha.
You know, we played the Brownwood Lions for the by-district when I was a junior in high school.
Really? Wow.
There was a fellow named Terry Southall, if I'm not mistaken.
That's him.
Was a quarterback.
Yep.
And they beat us like stepchildren, I tell you. We were lucky to be there, but we
Yeah.
were no match for those guys.
Yeah, one of the three Southall brothers that played football here. Their dad,
They
of
went on
course.
to Baylor. I think he played at Baylor.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, they were all great athletes, I tell you what. And, of course, their dad coached here forever with the legendary Gordon Wood. So, yeah, great memories right there. Man.
Yes, yes.
Well, Gary P., this has been a delight. Man, I cannot thank you enough for coming by. Is there anything else that we haven't covered? You've got all these great things going on and proclamations and the Grand Ole Opry coming up. What else?
Well, gosh, just a full schedule, but I wanted to mention, you know, regarding the book that, you know, GaryPNunn.com, you can get an autographed copy of it there, and we got notice couple of days ago that it was the #1 bestseller on Amazon.com
Wow.
in its category. So,
Yeah.
you know, I was thrilled about that as well.
Man, how about that? You know, I told Randy and Star the other day, I'm working on a book.
Good for you.
I got all the page numbers now. Now I just got to fill in the rest of it.
Well, you know, somebody just has to say, you just sit down and do it, and
Right.
give you a deadline that's way shorter than you really need,
Right?
and you'll just sit down and get her done. That's what I did. I wrote it off the top of my head in about 6 months' time.
That's awesome, man. We look forward to reading that. I would like to get a copy, but again, 60 years in this business. Is there anybody out there that you have worked with that you say, man, I want to work with this guy or gal again? Just over those years.
Oh gosh, I like to play with Willie Nelson
Oh,
again.
man,
I
yeah.
like to play with George Strait.
Oh, yeah?
His house is for sale, by the way. I'll take you down there.
Yeah, in San Antonio?
Yeah.
George's house
Yeah,
is
you
for
wanna go
sale?
look?
He's only...
I got to have some kind of financial guarantees that
Really?
you're qualified to buy it.
So what's George doing? He's been there
He's
about...
going to move out there at Pearsall.
Is he really? Okay. I remember when he moved in that house about 22, 23 years ago.
They don't even have a price on it. They say call for the price.
There you go, Gary P. Want to move to San Antonio?
Well, I wouldn't mind having his home, but I doubt if I could afford it. Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, great things are happening. We're all big fans around here. And I can't thank Don, you enough for setting this up and getting Gary P. in the studio. Man, good luck on the road. How many shows are you doing a year now? Are you
Well,
slowed down
you
any
know,
or
my,
still?
my current, I mean, up until this year, we're doing about 120 or 30 shows a year.
Wow.
So, you know,
Golly.
retirement means pick and choose the best shows and maybe get it down to 50 or something like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, people, that GaryPNunn.com is a really good website, and he's on Facebook too. That you can see a lot of announcements and that sort of thing about where he's going to be. But I'll tell you this, my friend, looking at your schedule, it's not slowing down much.
Wow.
I'll tell you, he's booked all the way into December of things. So anyway,
Hey, when you're good and popular, folks want you. All right? That's why I'm stuck here in the studio all the time, pretty much. Okay?
Well,
I'd like to get out every once in a while. All right.
I'm blessed to be in this position at this point in my life. I'm thrilled about it. I'm going to enjoy every minute of it.
And of course, you've been to Abilene. You've played the back porch of Texas a few times down there, too, which we've seen you down there.
Absolutely. The Outlaws and Legends.
Yes, sir.
My good friend Mark Powell.
Yeah, Mark always does a great job with that.
He really does. And
You played the same weekend that Merle played there
I
a few
did.
years ago. I remember that well.
And I got to go on the bus and visit with Merle about an hour.
No.
Leroy Parnell was on that show.
Yeah.
Leroy's a good friend of mine, and he's from Nashville, and he knew Merle well. And so he got us on the bus, and it was like an audience with the Pope, not to be
No kidding.
sacrilegious, but just to sit there and listen to them tell stories.
Yeah.
Telling about his young life.
Merle's son did a show out here at the lake just a few months ago, and he told the story about Merle. He just wanted to do music. He didn't care about the awards, the accolades. He said he had trophies he was using as doorstops in his house. But that was great. And Merle, of course, my all-time favorite, man. I'm telling you.
He was great.
I would love to be able to sit down with him, but of course, probably won't happen now. Not in this lifetime, anyway.
That's right.
All right, man. Great stuff. Gary P. Nunn, you said something a while ago. I was going to ask, before Merle Haggard, what did you say? Man, I got to write this stuff down because we could go on and chat all day long.
Yes, we could. Good
Man, but anyway, I know you're going to Abilene Guitars and Cadillacs tonight. Good luck with that show, and maybe we could do this again sometime.
Heck yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I'll make a point when I come through Brownwood with your gracious consent. I'd love to come and visit with you. It's been a real fun afternoon. Thank you so much.
We ought to get a show together in Brownwood.
Hey, be quiet.
Okay.
Don't say
that's
anything.
That's Don's deal. All right, I'm out of it. Okay.
But we need some sponsors, of course.
Okay. We'll work on that.
That's
We'll work
good.
on. Somebody will work on that.
That's right.
All right, Don. Thank you, Gary P.
You're
Nunn.
welcome.
It's a treat. Thank you, sir. We'll keep cranking out the music, man.